Super bantam champion.
This is Fred Beck from Fred Talks Fighting, proudly sponsored by Empire Fight Store. Today I'm very lucky, joined by Ring Reps in his back garden, and the dog. What's it?
Ethel, mate, the Pomeranian.
Pomeranian dog.
We're borrowing her. She's the super bantamweight champion.
You know, it's 8 years old, that dog. I thought it would be like way younger.
Dog years, that's 56.
It's old.
7 years, isn't it? Go on, Ethel. For the old school lot, they'll appreciate that name, Ethel. Ethel.
How you doing though, Ring Reps? What have you been doing?
I'm alright, mate. I'm all good. Just hosting, you know. Looking a bit worse for wear after being on the grill for a few hours. So what are we talking about today, Fred? Fred Talks.
Fred Talks Fighting.
It's a family affair. We've got all sorts of special effects and sound effects going on.
So the noise in the background. Yeah, we'll start with the news that broke the other day. That Jake Paul and Tommy Fury, that fight looks to be in the works.
Really?
Yeah. What are your thoughts on that?
I think this is the time when we look, man. Say what you want about Jake Paul. He hasn't fought a boxer, this and that. Listen, I'm sorry. I love Tyson, but who's Tommy fought? And
what's his record, Tommy? Now
I don't know.
Is it
but
8-0?
Does he really live up to the
Or is it 10-0?
TNT? Does he really live up to the TNT alias? Because I don't see him knocking anyone out. So, and Jake Paul's knocking people out. So, does Jake Paul smoke Tommy Fury? I don't know, man. People get on me about that one, but to be honest, I don't believe Jake Paul will become a world champion.
How do you see Jake Paul and Tommy Fury going though?
Full 3-minute rounds, 6-round fight?
I think it'll be an 8-round fight.
8-round fight. I think it either is a really boring 8-rounder, and depending where it is, the referees give it to whoever's bringing in the most bums on seats. But if it finishes, gents, keep it down. If it finishes inside the 8 rounds, Fury's going to sleep, man. That's not something you can say often. Fury's going to sleep. We ain't talking about Tyson, and no disrespect to Big John or Tyson, but Tommy Fury don't seem to be made of the same stuff right now.
So you think Jake Paul knocks out Tommy Fury?
If it ends early, yeah. If it don't go to the last bell, yeah.
And if it goes late?
If it goes the distance, Tommy Fury might be able to jab and grab and like squeeze out a boring, narrow victory or something like that.
Dave, come over here a sec. Come sit next to Ring Reps.
We got Football Dave, the connoisseur.
Come sit here, Dave.
He's known amongst the top sports circles.
What are we talking about?
Davey boy, come on,
Jake Paul, Tommy Fury, Dave.
Davey boy can talk anything. Sport.
Yeah, come sit down.
Yeah, but only if you're talking proper sense.
Yeah, we're talking proper sense. Coming from the man who talks nonsense. Alright, it's Davey boy, aka Football Dave, making his debut.
How you doing, Dave? This is your debut.
Fred Talks. It's his debut. Debut.
Very good. Cheesy. So what are we talking about?
Jake Paul, Tommy Fury, Dave.
Is that really happening?
It looks to be, yeah.
Well, his brother's a legend, but he can't fight, can he?
Alright, so far for you, what you've seen, and we ain't seen much. How's the eyeball test looking with Tommy Fury? To be honest, the eyes don't lie, right? We're not boxing connoisseurs, but I'm a massive boxing fanatic. You're a sportsman.
So you're a connoisseur?
No, I'm not, but I'm a boxing fanatic. But I'm saying, eyeball test isn't convincing so far for me.
So when's the fight happening?
It's meant to be happening. We happen August. It'll happen at the end of August.
There's no tune-up fights, it's straight in.
Mate, all Tommy Fury's been doing is tune-up fights. Tommy pulled out, right? Last time from an injury.
Yes, correct.
So now he's back. I said Jake knocks him out if it doesn't go the distance. If it finishes inside the distance, Jake Paul knocks him out.
Yeah. But then Fury's got the height advantage, right? And the reach?
I mean, he's got a 6-pack advantage. There's your title, friend. So you told me I'm not saying all bad stuff. Come on, Dave.
Dave, tell me about that fight though, Dave. Who do you think wins?
I think, they're two bang average fighters, to use Eddie Hearn's analogy. They're both average fighters.
But Jake Paul is knocking out non-boxers. He's knocking them out.
Yeah, but...
They're athletes, but he's knocking them out.
Yeah, but are they elite at the time?
No, but then are Tommy Fury's opposition elite?
Let's talk about Jake Paul, KSI. We'll go from there. Dave, do you know KSI?
Of course I do.
He beat his brother narrowly in the first fight, right?
Jake Paul stopped Deji, KSI's brother.
No. KSI fought Logan Paul.
Yes.
Yeah, and he beat him, right?
Yeah, it was close, but by decision,
yeah, yeah.
KSI won.
Yeah. So you're asking me now about Jake Paul versus KSI.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're at a barbecue. But I think, to be honest, the thing is, man, all these other guys seem to be dipping in and out of this YouTube and stuff on boxing. Jake Paul actually seems to be taking training camps and fighting and athleticism and training camps serious. So I'll be honest, any other YouTuber, Jake Paul's smoking them. Smoking them, mate. Because they're not actually about it. They might, and even though Logan Paul looks aesthetically better boxing than his brother Jake can bang.
Oh, there's no doubt that Jake's got the the right hand.
But Jake's got serious trainers, right?
Yeah.
He's got real coaching.
You got BJ Flores.
Yeah, is that who trains Amanda?
No, it's a different coach for Amanda.
But yeah, so long story short, any other YouTuber, big up P in the building, big up
Nice
P.
one, Giz. Top man.
Any other YouTuber, Jake Paul is smoking him. And yeah, man, until Tommy Fury shows me something else, Jake Paul's dealing with him as well.
Now, who do you think wins, KSI, Jake Paul?
Jake Paul.
Jake Paul, yeah.
Jake Paul against any YouTuber.
Yeah.
Unless they look like birds
I
of
mean,
prey.
he's a bit of a unit, though, to be fair.
He's been doing rap albums and stuff, man. And people could tell me Jake Paul used to rap and whatnot, but he used to. Jake Paul's only concerned with promoting Amanda Serrano, promoting his brand, and fighting. Jake Paul is a fighter now.
Well, look at Tyron Woodley.
I can't say he's a boxer yet. He is boxing, but he's not a boxer
What do you think his last
yet.
performance?
What the points win over Tyrone?
No, the one that was thought they were staged when he knocked out Tyron the second time.
Jake Paul's last fight was when he knocked out Tyron Woodley.
The second time he knocked him out.
Yes, the
How
first
was
time went
that
the distance.
staged?
It's not staged.
How
It's
was
silly
it
having it
staged?
set
Listen,
stage. It's not.
Tyrone Woodley done that fight for all the wrong reasons. He was
It was quite last minute because Tommy Fury pulled out that fight.
Yes,
That was
he was,
last
yeah,
minute.
that's another good point. He probably wasn't match fit, Tyron Woodley, right? His head weren't in the game. Jake seemed to get to him, actually. Is that fair to say, Fred? Jake won the kind of psychological battle.
Well, Jake
pre-fight.
did give him a Rolex in
Yeah,
the
but
face-off.
he also coerced him or like dared him
Oh, with
to
the
get
tattoos,
a tattoo.
yeah,
And
with
now he lost
tattoos.
it. He had to get
Mind
the tattoo.
games.
Did he get the third?
Yeah, he put it there on his finger, right? He put it on that one.
Yeah, I think he's probably got lasered off by now, probably. Isn't
No, I think the dealer's not allowed to.
he? Really? So what happens if he gets lasered off then?
He probably gets sued.
What's he going to do? Go around his house every day? You still got that tattoo?
So, no, for me, look, Jake Paul, you might say he's a gimmick, and he is, but I'll tell you what, he's a really good gimmick, and he loves boxing. So I'm not going to say nothing bad about him anymore, because he loves boxing. That's it.
What do you think of Jake Paul, Dave?
Yeah, I rate him as an athlete and as you know, someone that takes himself seriously. But in terms of till we get some.
You're not his biggest fan, though. To be fair, are you?
we get-
I mean, if we're being deadly honest, you're not his big. You weren't his biggest fan, right?
I can't knock him because he's what is he 5-0, 4-0?
I thought you say because he might knock you, but yeah, no.
That's getting a bit left field. But
About your weight, mate. It's about your weight class.
yeah, okay,
Yeah.
We'll cross that bridge when
What
we
do
bump
you
into
reckon?
him.
What do you reckon he runs a 5K in?
Not 18 seconds, that's for sure. Or 18 minutes, 18 seconds.
Oh, mate, Conor Ben, don't do a 5K with Fred, mate. Fred will smoke everyone. Fred's smoking the whole industry, mate.
Really?
18 minutes, Fred.
18 minutes was I can do 5K in 18 minutes. But Dave doesn't believe me.
No, I think if
you know
if
what, I might
anything inside 20 is definitely
Do you
respectful.
know, I might have to have some money on that.
How much you having?
I don't know. I'll have to think
More
about
money
that.
on-
I'll
more
get
money-
back to Fred on that. We'll have to. Do you know what, Fred? We might have to do a little
I know
charity, charity challenge here.
I know-
Davey Boy on the Boris
I know-
bike and Fred on. Fred, you know what? I'll even give you 18 and a half minutes. You, Dave, you would, wouldn't you?
I'll give him 19 minutes. He still won't make it.
Nah. Oh, 90. Oh, Fred, that's fighting talk. That is.
That's 3.1 miles.
No, 5 kilometers is 3 miles.
Yeah, that's 3.1.
Oh, is
yeah,
it? 3.1.
Yeah. Oh, that might be that point one. Oh, Fred, wait a minute.
By the way, he ain't done it in 4 years.
Hey,
Every World Cup year he does it.
Mate, if he does that in 8.5, Conor Ben's going to be calling him out, mate, for 5K
Absolutely.
challenge.
Hope-
We'll have to start a new hashtag 5K challenge.
Hashtag,
Fred K challenge.
hashtag, is Conor watching?
I don't
Big
know.
up Conor, man. I got. Do you know what? Just a bit left field. The fight. I'm looking in my boxing crystal ball into the future, and I'm just salivating. Is Conor Ben and Virgil Ortiz, man? I know Boots saying this is a slick fighter. And what,
Virgil Ortiz is fighting Michael McKinson. That's been announced for
He
August.
is. But I know they're on different promotional. When they're under the same umbrella, because it's Golden Boy and Matchroom under the Zone. Can we just like little? No, it's not a fantasy fight, but a future fantasy. What do you think about that fight? Who is Virgil a fight or two ahead of Conor's development still, or is Conor kind of? Because for me, I don't think Conor, he's smoked everyone and I rate him, but I don't think he's fought anyone of the level of Cavi Velasquez yet.
He's not
Mean
that
Machine.
level yet. He's not. At
Has
that
he
level.
fought anyone like Mean Machine, Fred?
It's going to be interesting, I think. It's going to be interesting.
That'll be fireworks, man.
Is he ready? Is he ready for that?
Oh,
It'll be a proper tear up.
listen.
His old man was a
Conor Ben,
was a
as he always says, and rightly so now, I used to doubt his overconfidence, but now I'm fully on board. It's like, they say he's not ready, say he's not ready, say he's not ready, say he's not ready, this is too big of a challenge, that. But to be fair,
But he likes to tear up like his old man.
no,
doesn't
not
he?
just that, he likes a challenge. That's why he's exciting. He's dynamic. He ain't polished yet, but Tony Sims is doing an amazing job. Like, for real, his improvement trajectory is just, yeah, it's off. It's off. But Conor Ben, Jake Paul.
Oh, Conor Ben all day.
There you go. See, now I just want to bring it back to reality. Even the weight disparity wouldn't be easy for Conor first couple of rounds though, because Jake's a fucking unit.
No, don't worry. Conor
But
will
he'll catch
decode
him.
him.
He'll catch
decode
him.
him.
Yeah, he would. He will catch him. Uppercut.
All right, we're ready to
That's the hashtag, mate.
We're ready to wrap it up
Ben,
here.
Conor Ben uppercuts Jake Paul in 3.
What's the weight difference?
On fight night, a good 15 kilo. Yeah. Conor Ben fights at 147. Jake Paul fought at what? 160.
Cruiserweight.
No, cruiserweight, bro. He fought at 175.
That's his bro, isn't it?
No, Jake Paul. They done a catchweight, right?
Yeah, but guys, we have to wrap this up here because the lighting is
That
getting
battle ring rats and the little boys are coming out now.
the lighting is
The monkeys
getting
are coming out.
the lighting's getting pretty bad. So
Been emotional. Take care.
awesome. We'll catch you guys later.
Fred talks fighting. Smoke 'em.